Yerp, 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 yerp. I still, I still didn't do that shit. That's funny, man. That is funny. I was supposed to, I was supposed to install, huh? Sure, man. I was supposed to, add the chat to. No, what? Why is it on the wrong thing? Get the fuck out of here. Wait, why is it in downloading stuff is not supposed to be, man? Let's get this shit started. Huh? What just happened? What is they on, man? I'm lost. Did I download the wrong thing? It looked like I probably did. All right. Another day, man. Another day. It probably ain't gonna never happen. Probably ain't gonna never happen. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Let's get this shit started. What's going on? What up, Bruno? What up, Bruni? What up, Bruni boy? I got my dog with me. He laying on the floor. I would move my camera to show y'all, but then I'm gonna mess up my camera position. I have an awesome looking dog, but he's very, very annoying. In the house, uh, Weed Socks was hot today. Solar was hot today, I guess. Also, let's double check that. Did Solar have a good day? Let's go to tech. Let's go to solar. The change for solar today was 8%. Solar was also hot today. Indeed, I was correct. Correcto mundo. God damn, what was this? FSLR really took a boost today. So some of the solar stocks is trying to pump it up. Run. I don't know which one's the strongest. Like which one has the best looking chart? Dude, I hate the way this chart looks. Why does it look like this? The green is too dark or something, right? Like I'm not tripping here. Like that looks so much. That made such a difference. Why is it like this? Do I need to save this? I think I need to save it. Save layout. All right. Anyways, yeah. So we knew solar was kind of heating up for a while, but I absolutely hate trading solar. And then we had our first day where all solar was just strong. This is the first day yet. The charts still look terrible, so it really doesn't say much at all because like none of them breaking out of a base. FSLR is trying. Yeah, but most of them is at the bottom, and maybe we can get like a something like this where it does this if solar's hot, right? So Nova looks like a decent entry. Arrays already broke out. You can see already made a move, 26%. But most of these are still bottom basing and look terrible. So that's why I've been ignoring solar. But run, just I guess like this is this pullback. It's sloppy, but that's solar in a nutshell. Solar, I think solar has the highest ADR out of any industry on TC 2000. I should have switched to this a long time ago. Yo, we don't even need that. We don't even need that road. That road don't even exist, bro. Get rid of it. Now we can do like this, or we can do something. I don't know. I feel like if we can't see it, then it doesn't make sense if we literally can't see it. Okay. Anyway, so something like this is probably fine. All right, let's save it again. Cool. What are we doing today? I have no clue. If you can't tell, I had a great day in the stock market. I would almost say today was perfect. I lost on one trade. I took about 4 or 5 trades. I lost on one trade, took about 4 or 5 trades, made a bunch of money. As you guys know, if you watched the stream yesterday, I had reset my account. I had liquidated my account because I said, I don't know. I just said I was trading bad pretty much. I just said I can do better. And I had too many things that was distracting me. I only had like 4 or 5 positions. I'm probably not even that. I probably had like 4 or 3 positions. I don't know. But I had VST. That didn't do nothing. I had Tilray. That obviously went crazy. So yeah, selling that probably wasn't the move per se, but whatever. I had CGC yesterday. This also went crazy. So selling that probably also wasn't the move per se. All good though. What else I had? I had NVDL. Yeah. Letting that go was the right move. And I also had ARM, which I got stopped out of. So I had like 5 positions yesterday. It liquidated the whole thing. It liquidated. Get rid of all of it. Get rid of all of it, right? Whatever though. So today I came back with vengeance. I took back all the money that the market took from me yesterday. I really wasn't trying to. I was just being patient, just waiting for good setups. Just waiting for good setups. My dog just farted. He stinks. He's absolutely terrible. It is absolutely terrible. It's just gross. It's a gross smell, man. So let's talk about the trades that I took today. I think that's all. I think that's all this stream gonna be about because I think I went through everything else. I went through the backwatch list. We got 69 stocks on the backwatch list. I think the stock market was taking a hit today, and I think it jumped up right at the end of the day. I'm not sure. Yeah, the SPY jumped up right at the end of the day. Bruno, what you crying for? What you crying for? I didn't put you down here. You came down here on your own. Like, you did that to yourself. I didn't make you come down here at all. You wanted to be down here. Now you down here and you crying. I don't like that. Don't make it seem like someone forced you to be down here. You hurt yourself? Hold on. All right, man, I'm back. My dog tripping. Acting like a little kid, man. Anyways, as I was saying, weed stocks was hot today. Solar was kind of hot today. I don't know if you took any entries. We had a bunch of small cap stocks that did absolutely phenomenal. It was just overall, it was a decent amount of stuff you could have traded today. I guess, and we had some post market moves. We had this AVTX. This was super strong in a post market. Not like I took it. I wouldn't. I can't see how trading biotech in the post market is going to be good for your health. I don't get it. You're going to have to wake up at like 4 a.m. and just be alert to trade something like that. I just wouldn't do it. I like to sleep. I do be up at 4 a.m. sometimes though. Anyway, so yeah, AVTX is the only one that actually looks anywhere near decent. Let's just add this now. Because we're almost, I already did most of the prep already. You can see it's a lot of big green bars over here. DJT can go. I don't know what this one did. This one probably will be strong tomorrow or something. We'll see though. I don't. Yeah, this is fake. This one, okay. Well, this one traded volume in after hours. Okay, so it's not that fake. Can add that one. Oh wait. Yeah, this is small cap, low float. Of course it is. What else would it be? What else does moves like that in the post market? GCTS, small cap, low float, and it's a merger. It's a SPAC. What is this? I know this ain't no stock. GCT Semiconductor Holdings Inc. I don't know what this is. First time I seen it. Okay. Why? Okay. Why did this pop off today? What happened here? Let's look. Because this definitely wasn't on my radar today. Oh, look at that. My internet is being shitty. Hold on. My girlfriend's calling. Hello. It's okay. I'll figure it out. I don't know anywhere else that sells it, but no, actually, it's a place called Tiffany's up the street that sells it too. I would just call it because if you're already close to home, like it, I can just, I don't know. No, I'm streaming. Tiffany's. I think they have it. I'm pretty sure they have it. Okay. Bye. GCT Semiconductor become publicly traded company after completing business combination with Okay, so I guess they just became a public traded company. So we can add this one. It's gonna be another small cap we look at. I gotta tell you, man, being good at these small cap trades is it give you a whole different market to trade. If I'm being honest, like it gives you just a the fuck is this? I guess. I mean, this look trade 16.24 times the average volume. It's usually trading volume in the first place. Oh, okay. What? Why did this? Why did this do this? Because this thing is not like this. This thing has volume. This is not the random. This is not the random no name low float small cap that I'm used to trading. This thing has tons of volume. Like it has all the measurements to just to make a regular scan. So it's not making a regular scan though, which is weird. Can we look? Uh, so this gapped up on earnings and did this. Is this an earnings move? Yikes! Yo, this thing straight beasted. I don't know. I don't think this one does. I think this one's different. Oh, this one deserves to be like with all the other ones. Oh yeah, it probably does. Okay, it's a super beat up stock. Super beat up stock. Okay, that makes sense. Makes more sense now, I guess. Why is it so beat up and trading over 1 million shares? It's like averaging like 800 shares. I mean 800K shares. It's weird. All right. This stream's a little off today already. Who cares? Fuck. I am a trader. I'm not a streamer. FLGC. I was hoping this made a bigger move, but this gave some opportunities today. I didn't take it though. As you can see, it gave an opportunity here, but yeah, it was looking shitty. But I'm not gonna lie, the volume kicked in, so you could have easily said, "Hey, this looks good right here. I'm gonna take it." Whatever. Got in with some decently tight risk. I don't know where you'd put the low at. Like, it's a little bit weird. Stop. You could have used low candle stop on this. I don't think it would have been a great idea, but yeah, because that's too tight. That's just way too tight. This is a 1% stop on something like this. That's way too tight. The float. Okay, the float on this is non-existent. It's almost 1 million. Okay, cool. All right, so that's our small caps, I guess. There's nothing in the post-market move except the one that I went over. My internet is extremely slow today. I have no clue why. AVTX. I'm gonna have to restart my internet, man. AVTX is the play to focus on tomorrow. Have some really good news. Uh, it completed a merger, or well, it had an acquisition of a company. Then with that acquisition came some type of phase 2 drug. Uh, that's already in the process of being studied. And then with that also came a private placement, which I did a lot of research on today to learn what exactly is these private placements and why they could be so potentially edge defining. Like what gives them, you know? So for example, this is a company, and as you can see right now, this has, oh my gosh, stop it. This has 390K market cap. So that's the valuation of this company based on its stock price, the shares, blah blah, something like that. Right? I don't know. I don't know how the math exactly works for this. Right? Anyways, this is the market cap, which is pretty much saying like, hey, the company's worth this much. So I mean, I could be wrong here. Let me actually, why do I have to guess? How is market cap? How is market cap defined? Market cap or market capitalization or market cap is the total value of a company's shares of stock. If a company has issued 10 million shares and its shares is a price of 100, its market cap is 1 billion. Right. Market cap is calculated by multiplying the number of stock shares outstanding by the current price. Okay, so I wasn't really off at all. All right, I just wanted to make sure because sometimes the fundamentals lose my brain. Anywho, so this company is worth 390K, right? Pretty much. That's the summation of it. Or it was, at least. As you can see, the price of the company went up like 10 times today. This is a 300% move. So the price of the company went up a ton today. So it's already at like $4. Now it's at $18.90. So it went up almost 4x today, right? Anyways, that's because someone gave this company $110 million initial investment, and it can go up to 185. On top of, like I said, it acquired another company, and on top of it, acquiring a new drug that's in phase 2 trials already. So, yeah, that's pretty good for this one. So this one tomorrow would probably be the top watch. Definitely going to be the top watch. I don't know why Donut was there. Weird. So yeah. Anyway, so that's about it as far as the post market moves. All the other ones look pretty bad. Wouldn't trade none of these. Our RH keeps popping up and it keeps doing nothing. I guess the back watch list. We got 69 names in the back watch list. All right. 69. And let's see what most of them are. We got some building materials. We got some gold. We had some oil. Nothing too crazy. Some biotech as usual. Aerospace defense is still in. I guess we got a couple of semiconductors. Bro, my internet is trash, man. What is going on? Is it lagging? I should restart this. This got to be like a bad stream or something because like, why is my internet so bad right now? This is incredible. Anyways, SMTC. This is small cap, I guess, but not really. MU, this is mid cap. SGH is small cap, but it's almost mid cap. So these are all pretty much mid cap semiconductors. I shouldn't say that because it's a billion. 1.6 billion is definitely not that close to 2 billion, I guess. in the retrospects of a small cap. Like a small cap is a couple of, it can be, 50 million. So 50 million is not going to get you to 1.6 billion. You'll need 500 million to get there from that. So yeah, maybe not. So we got two small caps and then a mid cap. Oh no, this is not mid cap. This is like mega cap or large cap. I don't know. Well, it's definitely mega cap. Large cap is slipping my mind. I don't know where large cap stops at. Is it 100 million? Let's see. One note. Why is it so zoomed in? Zoom out. Oh, okay, it's parabolic puts, right? It's in here. Jeez. Oh, it's 200. Okay, 200 billion is, so this is large cap. 200 billion is mega cap. Okay. So it's a large cap. All right. I don't know. I really don't know. What am I doing today? All right, I already went through everything. Honestly, because I did everything off stream for some odd reason. We don't have that many setups. Yeah, I didn't see that many setups. We already put everything in the backwatch list. We went over the backwatch list briefly just now. I mean, you have some technology, I guess. Like, I mean, the things that are hot right now is just the weed stocks. I mean, that's the main thing I'll be paying attention to. Seems like solar's heating up. Oil and gas is doing good, but it's just a very hard sector to trade, and it's kind of annoying to trade in the first place. I guess gold is keeping pace, but it's not really. I wouldn't say gold is just like a hot theme right now. You can grind it out in gold with like a position trade or something, but I don't think gold is that hot, but there's some strong. There's some. I guess there's the market's doing okay, and then you have some things in a variety of sectors that's showing some relative strength. So you could find the leaders right now or something like that if you are a person who believes in trading individual themes, or not individual themes, but believes in trading individual stocks that are leaders, even though that sector might not, or that sector industry might not be in theme. I personally don't do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if CSLK was extremely strong or something, but I know crypto wasn't in theme, I wouldn't trade it. If it broke out, I don't trade like that. I trade stocks that have momentum, that's in theme. There has to be a reason, an outside influence for the stock to go up for me to trade something. And the stock just being strong on its own is not really exactly a good reason that I can identify. But regardless, yeah, so that's pretty much it for the backwatch list. You can see we decreased our numbers. Yesterday we had a bunch of stocks make our 3-month scan and our 1 month scan, and now you can see we only have 88. So not that many names made the list. About half of these went red. Maybe that's not half. Okay, so maybe about like 40% of these went red that made the list today. And small cap land is still strong. Small cap low float land has been strong this whole month and it's still strong. So that's pretty much the stream, I guess. From this point on, only thing to really talk about is what I traded. So let's have some fun and talk about what I traded today and what I'm looking forward to trading tomorrow. Okay. So cool. So today I had a good day. Yesterday I had a pretty bad day. I don't think I traded bad yesterday though. I think yesterday I failed to execute on DJT. I thought DJT should have been a banger of a trade, and I failed the whole way around trading it pretty much in general. And yeah, it made me pay. And I also was oversizing my trades in DJT. I'm not really sure why that is though. I think maybe one of my measurements is like, maybe some of the math for one of my trades is off. That really shouldn't be the case. I don't think that's the case. Everything looks right. Least of L1. Yeah, like everything looks right. I don't know. So really weird, but I oversaw some of my trades yesterday when I went over them, and that's what made me lose the money that I lost in it. But today, what was the first trade I took today? That's a great question. First trade I took today. The first trade I took today was not IBO, but let's talk about IBO. IBO was a trade we talked about yesterday. I said it was going to be shit. It was absolutely not shit. Well, I said it was going to be shit because the context that I had put it in. I don't think this trade was that good today either. But yesterday, it had barely traded any volume, but it had gapped up, and someone was like, "Oh yeah, this thing's going crazy." I was like, "Oh well, if it was going to go crazy, it had probably already shown. Like it probably would have traded a bunch of volume to show demand." It did not show demand yesterday, but we figured out by the end of the stream that this it's not going to show it now. Okay, pretty much what we found out at the end of the stream is that the news had came out at like 7:40 p.m. That's right when the postmark is about to close. So right when postmark was about to close, it traded 10 times its average volume in like 25 minutes. And that immediately made me change my mind because I thought it had 4 hours in the post market. Because most of the time, post market news comes out like at 4 or something. It comes like 4:05. It comes out pretty early in post market. For whatever reason, they released their announcement at like 7:40 p.m. So you really didn't have time to react to it. But you can see in pre-market here, at least when pre-market really gets active, which is not at 4 a.m. It's around like, it's usually around like, I don't know, 7, where, your commercial traders can trade and stuff like that, But you can see the volume really picked up here. So volume has picked up. It's up 48%. It was already up like 200% or something. I lied. It wasn't. It was up 50%. So at this point, it's up like 100% in pre-market, 150% in pre-market, but it went down. So yeah, it opened up at 128%. So we was paying attention to it because it was trading tons of volume. And right in the morning, it dumped. Very morning, it just dumped. You can see that right here. I lost 16% from open right in the morning. So I was like, ugh, that's nasty. Like, that's not what I want to see. And I don't trade these on opening range highs. And I don't trade biotech in no pre or post market. That's risky as fuck. And the reason why I don't do it is because, like, what is the risk reward of doing that? Are you putting your whole account in here pre or post market? If so, then I can see how it can be worth it. But that's just super risky. I would only put a small position here pre-market at best. It would have to be like less than 10% of my account. Post-market, even less, So, but inside the intraday setup, the intraday breakout, like here, I didn't take this or anything, but you can get very tight risk. So if I did this range right here and use low candle, this is 6%, which will allow me to put, well, you just divide your account by 6 pretty much, and you can, with 1% risk, total risk of your account, a 6% stop allows you to pretty much put, let's see, I don't know what 6 is actually. I know 7 is like 30%. No, it's not 30%. What am I talking about? By a 6% stop. That divided by. All right, so 6% stop, you can put in 17% of your account in. Right? So that's pretty good. Not the greatest, but pretty good. And if you get a 5% stop, you get tighter stops. The tighter your stops get, the more you get to put in your account, right? You get a 1% stop, you can put 100%. Get a 2% stop, you can put in 50%. Get a 3% stop, you can put in 33%. Get a 4% stop, you can put in 25% of your account, etc., etc., etc. Right? So therefore, when you're trading and you're doing this, if you get a good tight stop, you can put in good move. But there's no way I would personally put in a huge amount of my account in the pre-market. That's just insane. So because my reward is lowered, because I just have a rule. I'm not going to put in a bunch of I'm not going to put in over 10% of my account. And even 10% is like, that's risky because things gap down like 50% in pre-market, post-market, like in biotech stocks and stuff like that. It's just a little risky for me, my personal opinion. But yeah, this trade really wasn't that good today because it didn't provide any entry. So let's go over this, So you can see pre-market, we get some good entries. Like pre-market, if I trade pre-market, this would have been a great entry, right? And it went up crazy from here too, even though it broke down afterwards. But let's see. This looks decent right here. This actually looks decent. So this setup right here looks decent. Oh, well, you got stopped out. But that was a good setup. That was a tradable setup, and it traded high value if we look at it. So that was a very tradable setup, in my opinion. I probably wasn't looking at this because I probably would have took this. But yeah, you can see it immediately broke down. But I was probably too busy trading something else. And even this right here, this is setting up again. So this is looking, nope, well, now it's ruined. Okay, well, let's keep going. I don't trade stuff at the bottom of his ranges. That's like a reversal setup. I mean, at this point, this thing's down tons, right? It's down 25%. So pretty much this stock has lost 25% of its value. That's not something to scoff at. So you're going to probably have people, especially, I don't know, day traders that got in big. If this thing goes back up, they're going to want to get out. So I'm not buying right here personally. Yeah, not buying right here. And then this thing just starts booming out of nowhere. I don't know if more news came in, but you got decent volume coming in. And this thing started to boom. So this thing took off in 10 minutes. And yeah, that was pretty much it. But once again, I'm not trading anything from the bottom of this range. So if it sets up again at the top of this range, then I would trade it. And let's see if we get any setups at the top of his range. This looks like a perfect setup, right? A bunch of tight bars, clear range, and then the next bar, it breaks out. Okay, this looks like a great setup. This setup I would take 10 out of 10 times. But once again, I wasn't watching it today, so I didn't take it. And it failed. It failed. So, yeah, this stock was just kind of ass today. It failed, and yeah, you got stopped out because no matter how you want to put, like, I don't know, if you're trading intraday, low day stop, low candle stop, you get stopped. Low previous stop, you get low a previous candle, you get stopped. Low consolidation range, probably like 325, you also get stopped. Cool. So you just get stopped out. All right. So here's where I traded it. It broke down. It started respecting the we're just gonna call them the moving average, the intraday moving averages. I get a couple of tight bars, and at this point of the day, I'm doing really good. At this point, so this is like at the end of the day. At this point of the day, I have won every single trade. So I'm like super confident in my decision. So I say, hey, if it breaks this range, I'm going to get into this because I wanted to be in the stock. So I said, if it breaks this range, I'm going to get into this. And I think the range I defined was like here to 325 pretty much. So here to 325. All right. So I get in this bar. You can see it's not really a great trade, if I'm being honest. This is probably the worst trade of the day. And it's also the only trade that didn't work today. This is the only trade that I lost today. So the trade is doing pretty good, actually. The stock is pretty jumpy, but whatever. Like at this point, I'm up like 1R on this. And it just gets folded right here. And I really should have chipped right here. I did not, because I'm trying not to chip so early. If I'm only up like 1R on the trade, I don't think it's worth chipping. I can just take the loss. Anyways, though, this stock shoots down. My stop is at 325, which is like the bottom of this range. I don't know. I defined the bottom of this range 325, and I get stopped. I literally get stopped out. I literally get stopped out the last couple of minutes of the day, the last 5-minute candle bar of the day. And look what it does. Look what it does right after that. Literally, look what it does. Look at it. I'd have been up a bunch. So my stock was 325, right? So it hit 325. That's a 5% stop from here. I mean, up here, I've been up 22%. That's a 4R trade. And this thing is going over to the next day. So what's going on, Cap? Like I got unlucky here. This is the only trade that I lost today. And I literally got stopped out the last couple of minutes at 325. Such bullshit. If I had defined this range better here, and this is why it's kind of important to, wrong button. This is why I think it's important, like, define your ranges when you really trade in these setups. But I was just confident. I was being thirsty, you know? And yeah, I didn't really suffer for that. I don't know. I didn't really lose anything on this trade, to be honest. I don't know. Didn't feel like I lost that much on this trade. But the fact is, I was up like 2R or something on this trade. I was up a decent amount on this trade. And I let it reverse. But I really wanted to hold this into the following days. Biotech, low float, small cap biotech has been doing good at running multiple days. Some of them do gap down a lot though. So it is a little bit risky. And some of them don't. But I mean, that's the nature of the game. But this one ran up, as you can see. So my entry was, I think, slightly above this. My entry was like 345. That's what it was. And from here, it went up. It's right now it'll be up 16% of my position. And we had a 5% stop. And a 5% stop is 20% of my account. So essentially, I would have been up 16% on 20% of my account, which turns into whatever 5 divided by 16 divided by 5 is. But regardless, like I said, I already told you, I would have made like 5R. Oh, I mean 4R, I'm sorry, on the trade, somewhere around there. So, well, that's a 3. That's actually 3. So that's like 3R something, 3 point something R. Either way it goes, the math doesn't matter. I mean, at the high, I'd have been up 4R plus. But yeah, I got stopped out very last second of the day, man, on IBIO. But for this reason, this was not really a tradable stock today. I mean, this thing kind of was just doing, the way I trade it just kind of do random things. The whole day it was just up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. The whole day, like, it kept having fake outs. This was the real entry right here. If you got in here, great. You know what I'm saying? If you got in here, that would have been the best one. But trading these at the bottom of ranges, I don't know. Like, I don't like that. Usually at the bottom of ranges, these don't work. I can't say they usually don't work. It's a lower chance that it works. It does work. Like, we had one on AMTX the other day that worked from the bottom of his range the other day. Yeah, so like here, you had to break out from the bottom of his range, and that worked, really well. But yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not banking on these. I'm getting a really good success rate at trading breakouts on the intraday. That's at the top of their ranges. And yeah, you get a bigger move if you get a reversal, but it really doesn't matter to me personally. Like the bigger move doesn't really. It matters to me like my risk reward. Because I'm going to, but you get a better reward regardless on a reversal trade, because then it has to go up. It gets to go up all these, that's true. When a reversal works, it usually prevents a very high R trade. But I think the amount of times reversal works, like the win rate of reversals is trash, my opinion. All right, so the next trades that we took Sizu. We should have took this one a little bit earlier, I thought, but we did not. Yeah, we did not. But yeah, that's not really a great range. I was debating on if I wanted to take it here this morning, and I didn't. But then I was just sitting around watching it. I thought it was the only. I was trading super patient today. Like I didn't rush any trade. Really, I thought about every single one. So then I thought about taking it here, but like I said, I should have took it here. The volume came in, then another volume bar came in. So you can see the volume's increasing steadily right here. Uh, this is almost 2 times the average 5 minute bar. And this is this is over 2 times the average 5 minute bar. So we got good volume. And I think I should have took this here, or I should have took it here for sure. I did not take any of these. I do not know why. I should have took it here without a doubt. Right? This was a clear sign that this stock, we got 3 bars, higher lows, volume kicking in, everything that you would want. I don't know why I didn't take it, but I just said, hey, let's just wait for it to get closer to the top of his range, which is fair. I mean, it pulled back a decent amount. This is 18% pullback from his high. The range is 12% away from his high. But this stock was already at its height, like, right? So, I mean, there's nothing stopping us from going. Yeah, I use hard stops. Are you crazy? Why would I not use hard stops? That's insane not to use hard stops. On something like this, that's just dangerous. Not using hard stops. My dogs start whining. Every single time my girlfriend comes home, he starts whining. So where do I take this trade at? Because I didn't take it up here. Okay, so I took this trade. I entered this trade here. And let's see. Shut up, Bruno. I took this trade here. Yeah, I took this trade here. So I had a 3.7% stop. 3.7. So I got a 3.7% stop. At max, it went up 28%. So as you can tell, that's a huge win. So that's why I personally do not care about like trying to trade a reversal setup, because I get huge wins when the trade does what it like when I get a tight risk like 3%, and then it goes up 28%. I mean the ADR of this thing is 40%, right? So it goes up 8%. It goes up 8%. I'm already up 2R, but this went up 28%. It goes up 10%. I'm up a lot. So these are huge trades in reality. I didn't sell this one at the top here. I sold it when it broke the 9 EMA. And so as you can see, that's 16%. I pretty much had a 4%. It's a 4R trade right there. It's a 4R trade. It's a good trade, But I sold out of my full position, and I shouldn't have sold out of my full position. That was the mistake that I made. I've been trying to keep like 25, 20, 33% of my positions and letting them run because, like I said before, small cap, low float stuff has been running multiple days this month. I do think these are the best setups this month. Not just gappers, like these multi-day runners, that small cap, low float. I think these are trading pretty big right now. And if I would have kept my position, right? So I got in here, I'd have had like 20% of my position. 20 to 25. I don't know what I would have kept. Obviously, I didn't keep it. But I kept it on the rest of my trades. So I got unlucky. I didn't get unlucky. I just was undisciplined. Either way it goes, this thing went up crazy in the post market. Look, it's not even done. It broke. Oh, okay, it is done. So it went to 1830, and I got in around it went to 1830. I got in around 910. I would have doubled whatever small position I had left. So if I had 33% of my position, I would have doubled it. But undisciplined trading, like, I don't know. I sold out of it because I had a good trade and I said I wanted all the money. And because my greed, I did not get, the bigger pot that was at the end of the road, the bigger pot of gold at the end of the road. So that kind of sucked, but it's just a lesson because I was disciplined on my other trades. So I took this trade. This is the trade I took in the morning. I took this trade here. This trade went very well. I had a very tight stop, and yeah. So I took this trade at the high somewhere. I think I took this trade here. So this is a 2% stop, 2.3% stop. I took it when it broke this high because as you can see, this forming like a range here. Let's go back and actually show the range. So this is what it's looking like in real time. Boom. So now we can see top of bar, making higher lows, more higher lows. Okay, so I take at this entry right here when it breaks this. So it breaks this and I take and I put my stop at the low day. So I can't get it. I cannot get it. All right, this is like a 2.5% stop pretty much. You can see the range comes in and you get a volume bar that comes in here. So I trade this and yeah, I mean I chipped at the top of this right here because I was up insane. Like I said, my stop was like 2.5% from pretty much this point here. So 2.5%, I'm up like 10R on this trade at this point. I don't know what someone had an emoji with a cobra. Is that a dinosaur? I can't even see. But either way, this is like a 2.5% stop and it went up 22%. This is like a 9R trade right here. So, and I chip at the top of this on this 9R trade. I chip at the top of it, right? So when I say chip, that just means, well, no, chip just means I took some partials off. I think I got rid of like 25% of my position. Not a lot, but like 25%. And yeah. And I do this every single time something breaks the Bollinger Bands. So you can see the Bollinger Bands here. Like when I don't chip super early. Like I said, I need to be up like an R or two. Like, so if I'm only up like 1R, I'm not selling any partials. I'm not really worried about the trade at that point. Like, you gotta give the trade some time to let it move. You shouldn't be taking, if you're not really up any money on the trade, you really shouldn't be taking partials. That you're just killing the trade early. But up here, like I said, I'm up like 9R. So I think maybe I could have chipped here or I could have chipped here. Either way it goes, I chip at the top when it breaks the Bollinger Bands. It's like a 9R trade, and then it comes in and settles here. I keep most of my position. I think I sell some of my position at it's like 1490 something. Okay, yeah. I sell some of my position at 1490 something. And I kept the rest. I just kept the rest. So I have like 33% of this position left, which is what I wanted to do on the other trade, which is what I wanted to do on Sizu, but I did not. So I wanted to do that on this trade, but for whatever reason, I just sold. I don't know. I don't really have any real explanation of why. I just kind of just said, whatever, like I'm just going to sell. And I just sold the whole position, and I didn't keep 33%. And if I'd have kept 33%, I'd have been up 100% on that 33%. But I suck. So that didn't happen. So those are like the small cap low float trades that I took today. I also took CGC today. I'm not exactly sure where I took this trade at. I know I took it as like a kind of like a day trade setup. I think I took it here. Let me look at my phone real quick. I don't know where I took it. Let's see. Okay, CGC sell. I sell at 150. No, I change. Okay, so I sell some at 154. So I took it before that. So I took CGC at 1219. So 1219. I took CGC here. right? So I took CGC in the midst of this bar right here, and I'm pretty sure I did use lower candle stop because there's no way I didn't use it. So I had a 2% stop on this one, 2.5% stop on this one. Once again, I'm getting huge amounts of my account in intraday, and then I'm literally selling partials. That is like my strategy with these. I've been trying to figure out a good strategy for these, how I can capture like a good risk reward on the initial trade and then let it ride over. So if it wants to do like 300, 400%, which many of these trades that I do enter happen to do. Some of them dump, and I would just lose all the gains I make on that that I would have had on that 33% left, but already got a good risk reward on the first day. So it doesn't like it's a free ride for sure. It's better than a free ride. Like I already made money on the trade no matter what happens, unless I just let the trade to completely dump for no reason. Like, but I just move my position to break even after I sell, when I'm up 3 or 4R. Anyway, so this was a 2.5%, trade, right? 2.5% risk, and it goes up 15% max, I think. And I sell when it breaks down here. So I sold at 898. Yeah, I sold at 898. That's what it said. So this was a 4R trade in itself. So essentially, I had a 10R trade today, a 4R trade, and another 4R trade today. And then I lost on IBIO, which is why I was like, I really didn't lose, because like I won. I made a decent amount of money today, which is why essentially I was like, did I really lose or whatever? And I'm still holding partials of my CGC. So I'm still holding like, I think it's like 25% or 20% on this. And it's up even more now. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. So the trades that I'm most excited about tomorrow is AVTX. I'm not really excited about any trades. Like, I don't get excited about trades. And when I do, I usually fuck it up. Like, I got excited about DJT, which was the DWAC, the Donald Trump thing. Not because I'm like a Trump supporter. I don't care. Like, I don't think Trump is that bad or anything like that or whatever. I really don't care. But the DWAC, it's just a pump stock. Like, it's a pump stock that has like good continuation. That's exciting, right? That's exciting. But yeah, like that's actually pretty exciting. And we got a good move here, but it didn't have any follow through the days that I got in. So I got destroyed because I was excited. So AVTX, I am looking at tomorrow to be trading. CZU, I'm looking to get back in tomorrow. Should have never let it go in the first place. I don't know what this GCTS is. IBIO, this trade can do whatever. I don't know. I predict this trade probably dumps at some point soon. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? Most of these stocks will dump at some point. Look at ASIP. ASIP was killing it, and it dumped. Most stocks dump. Who cares? As long as you get money on the way up, like who gives a flying bejesus what happens on the way down? On the way down, you can protect yourself. On the way up, you just make money. Same thing. So that should always be the plan. Preserve your gains to some degree. Don't choke out the trade, but preserve it. And yeah, man, that's been about an hour. So that's everything. So we went over all my trades, how I traded them. I'm getting really good at trading the small cap, low float stuff. I'm really glad that I looked into it. And I took the time. Still no success on not one post earnings announcement drift setup. I have not had, not one of these have been a winning trade. But I'm definitely refining my approach to trading these. And really, CZU today, CZU today is traded today for sure. We could mark this one up. I'm just not, because I'm lazy. But we need to actually, no, I'm not that lazy. I got 6 minutes before it's an hour. So I'm going to end the stream by marking this up. Yeah, let's do this. What was this gap up? This wasn't a gap up. Okay, so this is a multi-day runner. So let's make note of that because this one's not a gap up; it's a multi-day runner. So G5. Let's do text. Let's do yellow text. Yellow. Multi-day runner and small low float small cap. When that's actually all the information we need on this. Um, trade. Let's go orange. I would say the entry bar is here personally. Let's redo. Uh, breakout bar on okay. Redo. Start up here. Say breakout bar on multiple elevated volume bars. Yep. Go red. No, me out. Go red. Bruh. Oh my gosh. Wasting my time. Why did that happen? There's okay. Do the green again. Just let's just get this out the way. Uh like 2.5%, right? Okay. You wouldn't have chipped red. Mm, Purple's a color? I did not know that. Breakout bar on okay. And cut action, save the snippet. Uh I don't know how many R's this was. I really don't care. I mean, it was a lot. I mean, this was a huge trade. If you to trade this right, it was a huge trade. But I traded it decently. I traded it good enough to make money on it, which for me is good. I should be better, but I'm not. Honestly, I should be better, but I'm just not. So that's just how it goes. If I was actually good and I can focus and trade at the same time, um, I would yeah, if I could do all this stuff at the same time, like trade, focus, talk, blah blah blah, etc., I would stream me trading live. But since I'm so bad and I get so distracted so easy, I know I would mess up my trades, which is the only reason why I don't trade live. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up the stream. I'm not even looking at you guys anymore. I am just over here sending some screenshots to the guy who does my shorts. Low float cap, low float, small cap. All right. Anyways, that's it. That in the stream. Oh yeah, you definitely can't go broke taking profits.